I'm Michael Link, and welcome to the Depositum, where we explore the depths of Christian theology through AI. Please note the voices ahead are AI generated. We vet each episode but ask that you listen with both faith and reason. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. So today we're cracking open the introduction to John's Gospel. I mean, it's a total mic drop, really. John doesn't start with a stable or a manger. He just catapults us straight back before time itself. He introduces the Logos, the Word.
And it's important to think of the Logos not just as a word, but as the divine architect, the cosmic mind that spoke the entire universe into being.
Right, and that immense cosmic scale immediately sets up this profound tension that we have to grapple with.
Exactly. Because this all-powerful architect, the agent of all creation, willingly chose to become vulnerable. You see it so clearly later. In John chapter 4, this same divine person is just sitting, completely exhausted at Jacob's well, so worn out from his journey, he just says to a woman, "Give him a drink."
The definition of power choosing limits. It's incredible. Okay, let's unpack that blueprint of divinity first. Here is John chapter 1, verses 1 through 5.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was made nothing that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it.
And the Word was God. There's just no ambiguity.
None at all. And what's so fascinating is how John establishes this right away. This text is crucial. It confirms he's not a subordinate, not some kind of, super angel.
Well, not a helper.
Exactly. He is the proper, principle, and efficient cause, the maker of everything.
Yet the very world he made, the creation of this architect, it completely failed to recognize its own source. It's a tragedy built right into the story. Listen now to John chapter 1, verses 6 through 13. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. This man came for a witness to give testimony of the light, that all men might believe through him. He was not the light, but was to give testimony of the light. That was the true light, which enlighteneth every man that cometh into this world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, he gave them power to be made the sons of God, to them that believe in his name, who are born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God.
That verse 11, it just cuts deep, doesn't it? He came into his own, and his own received him not.
And you have to think about the sorrow in that.
Yes, the sorrow. It proves the Word made flesh wasn't some kind of stoic, detached God who was immune to pain. If you look ahead to John chapter 11, when Lazarus dies, you see his reaction to human grief.
To his friends weeping.
Right. And seeing them, the text says, he groaned in the spirit and troubled himself. And then simply, and Jesus wept. His humanity was real. He felt the ache of being rejected by the world he made.
And this whole journey from the eternal God to this grieving man, it all culminates in one single seismic verse, a verse that anchors all of Christian theology. Listen very closely to John chapter 1, verse 14.
And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we saw his glory, the glory, as it were, of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth.
And the Word was made flesh. I mean, that one sentence is the hinge of salvation history. It's the absolute foundation for the Nicene Creed.
It is.
The early church had to fight to defend this, to assert that Christ was begotten of the Father before all ages, God from God, the true God from the true God. They were insisting that the Logos wasn't created, he was co-eternal.
And because people keep trying to sort of downgrade him, to say he was just a superior creature, a helper, the church had to get very precise, and they use the technical term consubstantial, homoousiosis. And it simply means that the Son is of the exact same nature, the same substance and power as the Father, absolutely equal.
So the core takeaway here is that the man who was thirsty at the well and the man who wept at his friend's grave is the very same person as the eternal God, the Logos, who spoke the stars into existence. It's not two different people, two natures, one perfect person.
That's the ultimate mystery, really. That the divine architect who designed everything chose to actually enter the building, our human nature, in order to save it. So what does it mean for your daily weariness, for your own grief, that the eternal God willingly chose to experience them himself?